grow the farm up. We got an inch of rain last night, and it's about 7:30 the next afternoon, evening, and we are out planting male. Look at that. Good sunshine today. At 5 o'clock, I didn't think I was going to get in to do this. It's definitely less than ideal. You can see. Sure hope it rains afterwards, but this was into rye, clover, vetch cover crop that just got terminated like a month ago. As you can see, we're supposed to be going in with the male at about a leaf and a half, and we're at a leaf and a half. It's going to rain for the next 3 days, so I got this 2-hour window. You got to get it done before the sun goes down. As soon as the sun goes down, the moisture comes back up. The moon draws the moisture back up in the soil, and it will start sticking to the closing wheels and the depth gauge wheels. Another part of running in the mud is, god dang it, sorry camera, is speed. And believe it or not, at 6.5 mile an hour helps kind of throw some of the mud off. But, you know, just take a look at how muddy it is. Take a look at how wet that bean field is over there. And take a look at that draw. But part of it is, you know, when we come in and plant the female, we sweep away and clean all of we move any of the dirt that we're going to move for the year. So you're basically planting on top of, this particular field's been planted. This will be the third time. So when you're planting on top of something that's been planted 2 times before, it actually helps your planter run a lot better. And you want to be careful here on the ends and not so you can see the line where the corn begins and ends. This is an old chain drive 7000 series finger pickup unit. Best male planter ever, because the other thing about speed is it is male corn, very important, but you want a little variability. There we go. You want a little variability in your male. So that's all right. Plant it a little faster if you need to get it in, because you've got a very narrow 2-hour window before that sun goes down and shuts you down, and then you've got a forecast for rain for the next 3 days, and if you don't get it in today, you're going to be late, and then you got to start over, and that's no fun in June. Boy, that is wet right there. Look at that. That is wet. Man, coming across that pivot track. Oh boy. Look at this row, man, look at that. See, part of it is that speed is helping, and you gotta have the spoke closing wheels. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get a speeding ticket from the farming police, you know. See a set of cherries behind me, get pulled over, get a ticket. No, if you're going faster than 4 mile an hour, you're getting a planting speeding ticket. I don't think I'd plant my corn this fast. I don't think I'd plant the female this fast, but you know, the second male, trying to get it in on time in the mud, I'll plant that at 6.5. I've planted male at 7 and 8 miles an hour before and gotten away with it. So yeah, you do some crazy things in the seed business. Back in the 8410T, this just happened to be the tractor, track tractor. Just happened to be the tractor I had the lightweight 2-row male planter hooked up to. We have a big folding 4-row planter hooked up to another tractor, but it's so heavy that it doesn't run as well in the mud. This is the mud rig right here, and what you do is you empty the insecticide boxes of all of the dirt. We just put dirt in the insecticide boxes when we're running in dry conditions. When you're running in wet conditions, you just take a shovel and empty all the dirt out, or half of the dirt, or whatever, you know. I mean, you see, we don't have a ton of springs. I got 1 spring on each side. You really don't need it. It's a cheap way to get down pressure on an old 7000. is just fill. I've seen guys just put cinder blocks, you know, literally bungee strap cinder blocks behind a row unit if they don't have the old, what we call the insecticide boxes on there. But, well, I'll tell you what, folks, I am chasing down a deadline here. Just wanted to show you. Look at how wet this soybean field is up here. I'll show you as we make the turn out into it. We're trying to skip sections as not to tear things up too bad. That's awfully muddy. That's awfully muddy and wet right there. That's awfully wet. That is, boy, that's wet. Yeah, you see that? That's wet. And then we get back to the seed field where we want. Put the mail planter down and get the heck going before some mud sticks on something. And I've got out and dug, and both rows are putting seeds in about a knuckle and a half, 2 knuckles in, then knuckle and half, knuckle and 3/4, pretty uniformly. Found a couple at a knuckle, but everything's getting in the ground, which is important, especially with the rains coming. That'll, you know, rain covers up a lot of mistakes. You know, last year showed through a lot of mistakes. When you get no rain, it shows every mistake that you make, and it compounds the issue. When you get a few timely rains, boy, it sure makes you look like a good farmer, doesn't it? You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, well, we are going to chase down this deadline. We've got, what, that sun's got about an hour and a half left before it sets, and I got about an hour and 45 minutes of planting to finish this lot up. So I am going to get back to work, grow the farm up.